Okay, well, welcome to TRX Core Blast. You got 30 seconds of work with 30 seconds rest, 3 sets. I'm going to have my timer here, and you're going to see it change color, so you're going to get some ideas of when to change your stance. Okay, let's get started. We are going to do a warm-up. So we're going to do a low-impact warm-up today, so you're going to make sure those heels are outside the hips, lift the chest, bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Lightly brace the core. Now bring your hips back and up. Now let's incorporate the hands. And you're just going to swing the hands back. Lightly tuck the chin in. You can do a little bounce on the bottom if you want. Bring it up. Reach up to the sky. Maybe let the fingertips drag against the ground. If not, you just take it where it goes. We're getting those hips warm. Reach up, look up. Now we're going to do some twisting. So you're going to bring the feet a little bit wider, toes slightly pointed out, lightly bend the knees, lift the chest, brace the belly. Now let's start twisting with the arms. You're going to bend one knee at a time. Maybe exaggerate the twist if you're ready for it. Just see where your body's range is today, okay? Nice work. Can you hear me? You guys are good. I can hear you guys talking. You might want to mute your... Okay, so let's bring those feet in. We're going to do something different. We're going to do some figure eights with the arms. Get the shoulders warm. 3 times one way, 3 times the other. Work on that nice tall posture while the other arm isn't working. Other side. And let's go to the other side 3 times. And then we're going to go behind our mat and we'll do our walkouts. So come behind your mat. At the end, lift the chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Hinge at the hips. Maybe draw the hands along the legs. And now walk them out. Bending those legs. And just do some heel taps on the bottom if you can. Bring that leg up with the breath. Bring it to the outside of both of the hands. Now, let's do 3 rotations clockwise with these hips and 3 the other. Take a deep breath in and look up. And then come down. Let's do that again with the other side. Take a nice, bring that leg up, bring it to the outside. Now rotate one direction 3 times and then the other direction. You might feel that in the hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath in, look up at the sky, and then come back down. We are going to get started with our first exercise, and that is our glute vertical wall bridge. You have some options. I'm just going to go through the options. Option 1 is you're going to come down. Oops. Can you hear me? Yeah. Come down, bring those feet in, lifting it up. Option 2, you can have the resistance band around your knees. Option 3, you can come up against the wall, putting your feet flat up against the wall, pressing that lower back into the floor, squeezing the glutes and bringing it up. Let's get started. Choose what you want now, and you're going to stay there. Now you're driving those hips together, those glutes, nice and tight. So you're keeping them engaged. You're going to hold it there. Hold it there. You should feel it quivering. Push against the wall. Push those heels against the wall. Oh, you feel that? Yeah, that feels really good. And then just lower 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice work. Now we're going to go to our vertical wall planks. So you got some options here. So if you have some tender wrists, come on to your elbows. Now that middle finger in line with the shoulder. You don't want to be sagging in and you don't want to be arching out. So you have some choices. Now you can bring it in or step out. Okay, so let's get started. So you make sure you got everything all lined up. Your ribs are squeezing against those hips. And then those glutes are nice and tight. You're feeling those inner thighs come together. Now, if you want something more, you can lift 1 elbow off at a time. But you're really bracing the core as you do that. Keep it up. Good job. And then we're going to go do our side plank. So this time we're going to use the wall. Option 1. You're going to have one knee bent. You're going to come down on the elbow. Make sure the elbow is stacked under that shoulder. And then you're going to lift up. Hand can be here or high. Option 2, both feet against the wall. Option 3, you can stack them, one on top of the other, and then lift up. Okay, choose which one you want to do. Let's get started, okay? So try pushing the heels against the wall. Do you feel that in the obliques? It's just a different feeling. It's about training the core, right? You want to figure out different ways to activate the stabilizers. Is there a countdown going on? 4 more seconds. There, put the hips down. Let's go to the other side. Oh, yes. You know what? You're going to have to see me from this direction. Okay. You're going to cross over. You're going to make sure your hips are lined up. It's always good to have a different angle, isn't it? It is. So remember, you can have one leg bent. Stack them both. And let's get ready. Let's lift off. Bring those hips off the ground. And if you're on a hard basement floor like myself, you might need the padding. Here we go. Let's get started. Push your heels against that wall. Push hard. Come on, squeeze those inner thighs together. And the ribs, hips, at that nice solid midsection. Good work. Nice work. Now we're going to go back to that vertical wall glute bridge. So remember, you got some options. You can use the wall or not use the wall. You're going to see where your body is today and how it's feeling and what's it ready for. So if you're coming with the wall, scoot the butt over. Try to create a nice 90-degree angle with those feet. Hip, heels, hip distance apart. Now squeeze the lower back in the floor, squeeze the butt, and bring it up. You should have that nice line. You're going to be tempted to say, fight it. There you go. So you're really squeezing the glutes. Try pushing your heels into the wall. Maybe not too hard so you create a hole in the wall, because I think you could do that. You're pretty strong. Hey? Oh, time's up already when we're having fun. Okay. So let's do that vertical wall plank. You know your options. You can try bringing that elbow off the wall. Now here's a trick you can try. You can try widening your stance to create more of a surface area. Okay, so let's hinge forward. You can be on your hands or you can be on your elbows. Okay, so you got some choices. So if you want to go with the wide or the narrow, let's get started. So you're going to create that nice line and you have some options. So brace the core extra hard and you can bring that hand off the wall. Feel that? So drive the palm of the hand into the wall. Keep those shoulder blades down in the back pocket. Now if it's too much, step out of it and then get into it again. One more good one. There we go. Let's do our side plank. I don't know about my shoes, they keep wanting to untie. So let's get set up again. I'm going to cross over this time. Remember, you can bend the knee and cross one over and be on your elbows. So make sure you are stacked, right? You don't want to be out here. It's going to put stress on the shoulder. Okay. So let's get started. Squeeze the glutes. Make sure the hips are stacked. Now bring the hips up and the hand can be here, hand can be up here, hand can be at your side. Okay. Push against the wall. There you go. We're gonna hold it here. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So I'm gonna throw a medicine ball at your belly. You should bounce right back. 2, 1, and there we go. So we're going to go to the other side. Okay, so let's get started. You can stack them or put one foot in front of the other, bend your behind leg, and then we're going to get started. Or cross over. So we're going to go in about 7 seconds. So you're going to take these recoveries, right? Because you deserve these recoveries. So let's lift the hip up, make sure they're stacked. So you're working the other side. Ensuring that everything is tight. You're tightening up inside. Shoulder blades are still back and down, but it's the core holding you up. Pushing against that wall creates a different activation. Come on. There, just bring it down gently. You are done set number 1. Let's go to set 2. It's going to be our fire hydrant. We did this one the other day. It was kind of fun, wasn't it? Huh? So with this one, you're going to make sure that your knees are under your hips, wrists under the shoulders. And then you're going to lift the chest to brace the belly, and then you're going to lift that knee up. We're going to alternate legs, okay? Start with the right. Bring that knee up and down. Let's switch to the other side. So before you move, lift the chest, brace the core, and then bring the knee up. You should feel it behind the glutes. You feel it in there? So you're not going to mindlessly do it. You're going to make sure your core is engaged before that knee starts to move. Common mistake is people think more is better. Quality is better. Okay? Plank. You can do it on the wall. You can come down to your knees. Right? We're going to be on the floor. Now you can try, I know you can do this on your toes. Try to widen that stance this time. Okay? And then next option is to bring them close together. Okay, you ready? We're going to get started in about 4 seconds. We're going to hold this plank. Okay, so let's go. You're going to choose where the feet are, your knees, toes, feet wide or narrow. So play with it. Just play with it. See how your body is. Squeeze everything nice and tight, right? It's nice and tight in the midsections. Glutes are tight. Shoulders. You're squeezing juice between your armpits if you had oranges under there. Let's go. And drop the knee and gradually come on up. We're going to go to the dead bugs. Oh, you know how much I love the dead bugs. So when you come down, put your hands behind your thighs and just roll back. Nice good way to come down. So this one is a good exercise, safe for that lower back. So you're going to make sure that that knee is stacked above that hip. And then option 1, you can put your fingers under the low part of the back and drop one heel down at a time. Now push your fingers into the ground. There you go. Too easy? Kick out. Kick higher. Just watch that lower back. Watch that lower back. You're going to make this one work for you. Right? You can do the heel taps, the kick outs, kicking high or kicking low. Nice big squeeze. Roll to the side. And let's push it up. You ready for some rainbows? Hey, I love rainbows. We are going to do the rainbow plank. This one's a new one. Now watch the lower back. You got to have everything nice and tight before you start to move. So come down on your elbows, lifting that chest, bracing the core, and then you're going to bring one hip down, bring it to the center, brace core, and the other side down. You can do it on your knees or toes. So get the core braced here in the plank and just play with that range and then bring it up. So you might touch the ground or you might not touch the ground, but you are going to play with that range. You don't want to get hurt, so you're going to make sure that core is braced before you move those hips. Brace it, and now move. Brace, move. Here, drop the knee. Good job. Let's do set number 2 again. Fire hydrant. Okay, so make sure you're on all fours. I'm going to go this way this time. So everything's all lined up. So your knees are under your hips. See, there's a message there. I'm not sure what it's saying to me. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to bring that right heel up. Brace the belly. Now you're going to bring that knee up and down. Let's do the other side. Lift the chest, brace the core. Now move the leg. So sometimes if you're new at these, you have to really think about bracing and what it feels like. And then the exercise will follow. Keep going. Come on. Good work. Nice. Okay, let's do that plank. You have the wall option. It's safe. And then eventually you can move to the floor. So you got knees or toes. So you're going to decide which one you're going to do. Now you do have the option to go up on your hands. I'm going to try my hands this time. I'm going to point the pointy part of the elbow to the back part of my ankles. I'm going to lift the chest, slightly draw on that navel, brace the core, come up on my toes. Now I can bring them close. I'm going to drive that heel to that other side of the wall. Okay? So you're going to make sure everything's all lined up. Brace it nice and tight. Make sure that gaze is just ahead. You're not looking between your legs, right? 4 seconds. Way to go. Nice job. Woo. Good job. Dead bugs. Last time with the dead bug, right? So you can do it with the heel or kick out. Now if it's the first time kicking, kick high. Kick high. Right? Now, option, you want to get some body awareness? You're going to put those fingers under your spine to see what neutral spine feels like. Now you're going to stay here and then bring those feet up. Now push against the fingers and put one heel down and up. Down, up. Then you're bracing, right? One at a time. You can kick out if you like. You just keep going. You're going to work your pace and get your feel of how your body responds. And acceptance, where you're at today. Today. Yeah. Nice big hug. You're not going to try to be where you were 5 years ago or pre-COVID or any of that, right? It's where you are today. So let's get on with the rainbow planks. So we're going to do these from the elbows. Now remember, you're going to have that nice flat back to start with. And then you're just going to bring one hip down and then up. Now if you can't touch the mat, it's okay, right? So let's get started. I'm going to do the modified with you today. So you're going to bring it down and up. You're going to keep that gaze ahead of your fingertips. Keep lifting that chest. Brace the core. And that nice tight core. Do you feel it coming, bringing those pelvis back to the middle? Back to the one side, back to the middle. Maybe you're moving an inch. That's okay. Or 2.5 centimeters. That's okay too. Nice job. Okay, come on up. Good work. We are done set 2. You're on set 3. We're going to do the glute bridge can-can dance. That's what I like to call it. Now you can use the straps or the resistant band around the top of your knees if you like. But let me explain how this one's going to work. You have an option. Option 1, you're going to hold your glute. Option 2, you can come dancing, bringing one up at a time, right? Okay, so let's get started. Push against the ground, bring the hips up. You can stay here, or you can start dancing with me. So you're going to bring one heel out and in. You're going to watch that your hips stay up. Your hips stay up. Oh, you're gonna squeeze those glutes extra tight. Now try this. Drive that heel into the ground. A little bit more. Oh, yeah, you feel that engagement. It's wonderful, isn't it? Okay, bring it down, hug them. And now we got plank jacks. We did the can-can, now we're gonna do jacks. Okay, now option one. You're gonna be on your hands, lifting the chest, and you're gonna bring one foot up, or one knee up, and the other knee up. Option two, bring the knee up and out. All right, you're gonna tapping out that toe, but you gotta keep the core engaged. Option three, you can do the jacks, but you gotta really make sure that those hips don't rock and you're nice and smooth. Or you can bring one out at a time if you're not ready for the jacks. So you're gonna decide what works for you. Or nice and fast, or the out, right? Oh, feel that one? Let's go to the side planks. We're all familiar with the side plank. Now you do have some options. If you've got some weights at home, full water bottle, you can use that one too. So you got your water bottle here, make sure that it's closed. So you're gonna bring those knees together and you're gonna bring those hips up and then down, right? And hold it. So ready? You're gonna choose your position. Bring those hips up. You know your options. You can be bent knee, 1 foot forward, and bring your bottle up. Okay? So you're just working on feeling that tight midsection. Hold it there. Good work. A little tougher today. Okay? Yeah, weather's too nice. Got to get all that snow action in before it goes. Okay? So remember your options. Both knees bent, one leg long, crossing over, or stacking them. Okay? Then get your water ready. Oops. So let's bring those hips up. And then your weight up if you choose to do that. Bracing that belly, holding it there. Come on, you got this. Strong core is good. Good functional training. Then you can do whatever you want to do. Okay, you sit at a desk all day. This is perfect for the posture. Come on, hold on. Stacking those hips. Nice job. Okay. Let's get ready to can-can. Right? Okay, so come on down. Make sure you're lined up. Resistant band or no. Maybe you don't have one. It's okay. I'll do one without one with you. So you're going to bring those heels close, right, to your fingertips. Option one, you're going to hold the bridge. Option two, you can kick it out or kick high. But you're going to keep that butt off the mat, right? That butt is off the mat. So imagine there's a big campfire under your butt. You don't want it to sink and get singed. No way. Drive that heel into the ground. Kick out. Drive, kick out. Want that indent in that mat, that heel. And lower. Good work. Let's do the plank jacks. Now, remember your options. If you go too big too soon, you could get hurt, and we don't want that, okay? The part of exercise is listening to where your body's at today and being realistic about it. So, you can do it. We've all been there. You're not alone. So, if you're going to do on your knees, you're going to bring one knee, foot out, one knee in. Right? You can be on your toes. Brace that core. Toe tap it out. Or if you want to be on your toes, Make sure the pointy part of the elbow. I'm doing mine on my hands. You could do yours on your elbows, or you can do both feet. Go slow so that it's controlled. Work. Let's go to side plank. Wow, we're just about done today. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Okay, side plank. You know your options. Water bottle. And if you happen to have, a weight kicking around at home, you can use these too, right? Dust them off, and you're gonna make it work for you. Cross the legs, hips are stacked. Bring those hips up. Maybe bring that weight up, and just hold it there, nice and still. Watch those hips don't sag. You look, make sure you're not rolling. You want everything stacked neatly. You're gonna try to lift that up. You got this, team. Want to dance? Bring those hips down. Good work. We're gonna do the other side. Okay, and then you're done. And we'll go right into our stretching. Great, hey? You're gonna make sure you're stacked. You might notice that one side is a little bit better than the other, and that's normal, okay? We exercise to get through that, to create that balance. You've really done it for maybe 40, 30, 50 years, right? Or 20 years, depending how old you are. You're gonna bring those hips up. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Or the ribs to hips. Just about done. Maybe you're shaking. Yeah, I'm shaking. Okay, lower, slow. Let's get into our cool down. We're gonna do a nice little big stretch of the day. So you're gonna come down on your back. You're gonna put your hands behind your knees and roll back. You're gonna bring those hands above the head, keeping one knee up. You can extend the other one, and a big stretch. Nice, like a big yawn of the day. And then you're gonna bring that leg in. Maybe give yourself a huge hug. You deserve this hug. Okay, so bring this knee down and push the other leg straight out, and big yawn stretch. Knock over whatever's behind you. Yes. And bring those shoulder blades back and down. Nice. Bring that knee in again, big hug. Okay, knock those knees together, feet out. Now do a little goalpost, right? And just see how everything's laying right now. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Now, let's tilt over. I wish I had an overhead camera. Maybe I can get a drone in here. Hey, Dwayne, flying around the room. And then you're gonna roll. You're gonna just bend over to the right, keeping that 90 degrees. Looking at your ceiling. Okay. And there you go. Let's do a nice big hug again. Let's roll to the side and use that hand to push yourself up. And thank you so much for joining me today for TRX Core Blast. You have a wonderful day.